All right. First thing that jumped out to me was word choice. It says you don't need to be in the church. Okay, well, a lot of the people who say this either go to sporting events, or they go to concerts, or they go to plays or movies, or they go on vacations to other places. Now, do you need to go to Jamaica to know that Jamaica exists? You can just look at pictures of it, right? Why do you go? Because being there is a different experience, right? Do you need to go to the Beyonce concert to listen to her music and enjoy her music and be a Beyonce fan? No, you can play it on Spotify, on Apple Music. It's on YouTube. A lot of the times her tours will be released as documentaries. Why do women spend all this money to go to a Beyonce concert? Because being there in person, fellowshipping with other Beyonce fans, and bonding over your common like of Beyonce is a different experience than listening to it at home by yourself. Why do people go to sporting events? You can follow the live stats. You can follow, there's so many different highlights on Bleacher Report and ESPN and YouTube. You can find out who won. You can watch the game on TV. You can listen to the game on the radio. Why do people go to the sporting event? Because going to the game is a different experience. Having the camaraderie and high-fiving with other people who are also fans of the team and saying that I was there when they won this game, it's a different experience, right? It's the same thing with going to church and fellowshipping with other believers. Meeting in person with other people who believe the same thing that you believe. And people sharing their testimonies and praising and worship together and praying for each other and hearing the word together and fellowshipping and creating bonds. It's a different experience. So it's not something that you are forced to do. It's something that you want to do. Like a Beyonce fan who's a real fan, it's not that they are forced to go to the Beyonce concert. They want to go. Because them tickets cost a lot of money from what I hear. People save up money and for the tickets and save up money for the outfit. I know women who say, you know what, Beyonce concert is coming up, so I'm gonna go on a diet because I got this outfit that I need to be able to fit into by the time the Beyonce concert come to town. See, when you want to do things, when you want to, you just naturally do it. Not to mention, there's so many people, there's so many believers who will say, I don't see the need to go to church. But what's interesting about that is somehow we have believers who don't understand the importance of camaraderie and community around one common theme. But you know who does understand that? Educators, businesses. Like, even if whether you go to school in person or if you go to school online, guess what you have to do? You have to meet up with your professor and your classmates a certain amount of times. You have to jump on that Zoom or jump in that classroom in person. You don't tell the professor, oh no, I don't need to come to class. I don't need to hop on the link. I don't need to do the Zoom thing. I got the textbook. I can read it for myself and form my own relationship with the academics. No, you go to the classroom, whether it's in person or virtual, and you join in with your classmates and the teacher or the professor. Why? Because they're not going to give you a grade or a degree or a certification without mixing with you in person to make sure you have a certain level of understanding. What about jobs? Even those of you who now work remote, guess what you have to do? I know a lot of people who work remote, and guess what they have to do? Every now and again, whether it's once a month, once every 3 months, they make you come into the office for a day or a couple of days or a week. Why? Because to get the maximum amount of production, we have to know each other. We have to touch each other. We have to communicate with each other in person and get on the same page. And even when you're at home, guess what you have to do at home, working remote? There's a lot of Zoom meetings on your computer. You still have to meet with the people you work with a certain amount of times. So how is it that when it comes to academics, we understand the need to meet? When it comes to finances or work, we understand the need to meet. When it comes to sports and music and concerts and traveling and having fun and experiencing life, we understand the need to go in person and to be around other people who are a part of the same thing. But for some reason, when it comes to your walk with God, oh, I could do that by myself. I ain't got to go to church. Once again, I'm not saying you do or you don't. I'm just saying it's interesting that you don't want to, especially if you, because I know for work, guess what you have to do? You have to meet with people. If you're doing anything academic, guess what you have to do? Meet with people. So the question you got to figure out for yourself is, why is it that I feel the need to meet in all these other areas in life, but when it comes to meeting up with other believers, other people on the same journey as me, with all the craziness that's going on in the world today, I feel like, oh no, I don't gotta do that. So that's something that y'all gotta ask for yourselves. I don't know what to tell you.